What is up, you all? So I am about to do a horror of a roommate story time. Basically, it was me, my guy best friend, and his best friend living in a 4-bedroom apartment off campus. We all had our own room, and our bathrooms was inside of our rooms as well. The only area that we shared was like the kitchen area and the living area, you know. It was not supposed to be that way because it was supposed to be another girl in the picture, but that's another time. That's another story for another time. Like, she betrayed me. But anywho, so we ended up getting a random. He ended up being a guy. So yes, I am the only girl with 3 guys. Wasn't a big issue. The reason being was because, one, my guy best friend, he was barely there, and if he was, you know, he was in his room, and plus we knew each other, so there was no issue with that. He was like really clean. His friend, his guy friend, he's in the army, so of course he's barely there because he was doing drills, or you know, he mainly be in his room because he likes to be by himself. So I'm like, you know, it's not a big issue. Then the random guy, y'all couldn't tell by the look on my face. It was a disaster. Like, I did not expect to be living in such a horrible environment. It was toxic. It was, let me tell y'all, the first day moving in, right, he dirtied the microwave, dirtied the stove up, and on top of that had his food in the refrigerator everywhere. First day of moving into the apartment, I'm like, yeah, I see where this is going, because me and my guy best friend, we are both like neat freaks, so cleanliness was not gonna be an issue. And like I said, his guy friend barely lived there. I mean barely was there, or barely would be there. And if he was, like I said, he kept to himself in his room. He literally had his refrigerator in his room. Long story short, I guess he likes me. And they were like, yeah, he like you, you know. And I'm like, no, like, and if he did, I don't care. Like, I was talking to somebody at the time. He would come in my room, try to jump on my bed, and be like, we about to go to sleep together. Or I'm about to go in my room. He'd be like, oh, we about to get in the shower together. And I'm like, what? And he was just like, touch on me, and I'm like, dude, move, like, back up, like, get out my space. And so I, you know, every guy flirts differently. He had no manners whatsoever. The way he flirted was by being a creep, like try to barge his way in there while as I'm walking into my room about to close the door. He would touch my food. He would try to play fight with me. I mean, say things to me, I guess, to get me riled up so we can play fight. You know, he was just doing the whole not doing too much. I'm like, dude, you're doing too much. Like, that's not even attractive. And he even admitted that. He was like, I'm horny. I'm like, dude, you're like 22, 23. I'm 18. And I act way more mature than you. I'm like, you're so disgusting. So this man, he started getting out of control with touching my food. Anybody that knows me knows I have a pet peeve of people who touch my stuff without asking me. I have a huge pet peeve of it. This man ate my food one day. I'm getting mad all over again. This man ate my food one day. I tried to have so much patience with him, and I said, okay, stop touching my stuff. This man would not stop. So what I did was, one day I got so mad because what he did was he took my food that I had on the counter, brought it in his room, closed his door, and I'm like, dude, give me my food back. I did nothing, you know, to him for him to do that. Like, he's literally doing all this stuff. I did nothing to him. I did nothing. And I'm like, okay, if you don't give my food back in 5 minutes, all your stuff is gonna be gone. Because if you touch my stuff, I'm touching all your stuff. I don't care if you touch 1 or 2 items. Touch my stuff, I'm touching everything you got, and best believe it's gonna be gone. Period. And he would not give me my stuff back. So you know what I did? That iron outside, because we had a sand like volleyball court in our backyard, so I threw his iron outside. Like I said, landed in the grass, somewhat kind of near the sand. His Kool-Aid that he loved so much, threw that outside. It landed straight on his face, so it spilled all over the ground. Wasn't no using that no more. Trying to buy a new one. His meat and stuff, all that outside, gone. I'm like, no. So I told him, I banged on his door. I'm like, I hope you know all your food is gone. Like, sorry, I gave you too many chances. And this is not like, did it like 2 or 3 times and I flipped. He was doing this constantly. Like he did it over like 10 times. I kid you not. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna touch your stuff. And before y'all say, why you throw his iron outside, that's not food. Because he would come in my room. He would take different items that I had. He would take my Q-tips. He took my deodorant one time. I'm like, dude, you're a boy. Like, the deodorant I use is scented. You smell like a female and it's really strong. So yeah, he touched a lot of my belongings that was in my room. Like, he was literally barging it. Let's talk about how he sexually harassed my friends that would come over. Yes, they were females. Sexually harassed them. He sexually harassed me. He would touch on me. One day I was on Skype with the guy I was talking to at the time, and he smacked my butt. Yes, he smacked my butt. Like, who does that? Who does that? And the guy I was talking to, he, you know, was in another state. He was nowhere near me. He was like 13 hours away from me, so it's not much he could do about it. He wasn't right there, but it ticked him off so bad. He like, bro, I want to fight this dude. Like, man, he was so over it. And I'm like, okay, now you done drew the line. Like, you gonna smack my butt while I'm on the phone with my dude. And he knew that was the guy I was talking to. And I'm like, okay. It was a horrible experience living there, because he basically turned the whole house against one another. Me and my guy best friend, to this day, we are not cool. Well, my ex guy best friend, I should say. Me and him, we are not cool. His friend, like I said, he stayed to himself, so we're pretty cool. He flipped the whole like apartment like upside down. He was bringing guests over. It was hard for me to sleep at night, because he would have his friend or one of his little girls over, and as he would call it, birds, and they would be up playing Mario go-karts till like 4 in the morning. You have class, I have class, other people have class. And before y'all ask, no, my guy best friend was not going to, he did not say anything. Why? Because he was scared of him, and saying to go for his friend, he was scared of him as well. And it got to the point where he bought earplugs so he can go to sleep at night, and he said that didn't even help him. The bright side is I was able to switch units, and an altercation happened where I had to call the police on him because he put his hands on me, and I had like a bruise like right here, and I bruise easy because I have very sensitive skin. I'm gonna leave a picture right here. But he hit me, and 3 days later, you know, that was my move-in day to my new apartment. Best day of my life. I was so happy. I live with 3 other girls. They're like older, so yeah. But that is it for my story time. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope I did not drag this video out. All right, see you all later. Bye.